YouTube, welcome back to another episode of Far From Home. To recap what happened last time, we brought back Encounter Section F, which was a space station of some kind that we've salvaged, and we attached that to the mobile base, the ship that we're building. We tried to capture a freighter. It didn't go very well. We ran out of power and we died. And we salvaged some cargo containers from the pirate asteroid base and got those attached. Let's get on with the show. So I'm going to take this oxygen tank out of here. And is that a gravity generator? Oh, and a gravity generator. I'm definitely going to take the oxygen tank and the gravity generator, and I'd like to take this oxygen generator, O2HC gen, and I'd like to take that survival kit, I think, even though I do not need to. So I'm going to grind down the rest of this stuff, and probably just fast forward through all of that. Okay, so that's funny. Okay, so I have ground out all the insides of that base pretty much, except some of the stuff that I'd like to keep, and I am ready to go back to the station. There are several things I want to come back here and get, but I think I need a teenier ship, or I need to drill a big hole, so I'm probably going to make a teenier ship to actually come back and get them. And I've got to get rid of that green. Bad at all these green blocks. This is a mod that another space engineer has created, and it's one of my all-time favorites. It's got a feature where when you're repainting blocks, if you don't paint the block all the way, you have all these intermediate colors that you can generate, which I think allows you to add a lot of depth to your build, at least if you don't, overdo it too much and just make it a confusing jumble. As you can see, I painted things blue. I used a paint gun for that. Haven't got around to the ship yet here, but we'll do that eventually. We're still kind of adding some things to it and figuring stuff out. I put some thrusters on here, some extra hydrogens, and oh, you just can't see that. I got some of the extra ions on here. So let's see. Let me fly around here and show you what's going on. So I started doing a little remodeling here. I've decided that all the blocks that I've added, whether they were originally part of the construction or not, are going to be blue. And I'm painting them with the paint gun. And believe it or not, these are all the same color blue. The paint gun just lets you paint the color in different intensities, basically. So I was adding a bunch of stuff in here to sort of get this decked out as a proper habitation module for me. But I realized that I'm really supposed to be doing that while I'm on the road. So I'm just going to save that for later. Today what we're going to do is try and go out and get one of these Space Pirate Maydays that's not that far away. And in support of that, I have fussed with my ship a little bit here. I added a little more ammo for my assault cannon there. And I added the auto LCDs to put some information on some of the monitors there. So I thought that'd be kind of neat. And the Mayday I want to go to is over here. It's like, I don't know exactly where it is, but it's only 4 kilometers out, so can't be that far away. So we're just going to start that direction and wait for it to show up. What is that? Is that the Mayday? Oh my gosh. That is huge. What is that? Okay, so that's pretty huge. Wow. Okay. Let's get a little closer. There is something out here. Besides this ship. What is that? Oh god. Okay, that didn't work. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Just looks like part of a ship of some kind. Be weird if it was part of the same Mayday. It's way the heck out here. It's not like I've been running around doing stuff, so like, what is that? There's another chunk. They're all over the place. Oh, it looks like pieces of a small grid ship. Interesting. Oh, look armed. This looks like a piece of space trash. It's drifting. Oh, look at all the thrusters on there. What that thing's got. It probably doesn't. Looks damaged. I don't know. Okay, well, let's go pick it up and take it home. And I need to put some mag plates and lock all this stuff to my station. I very much want to do that. So I guess it's time to do that. Since I'm just going to bring all these pieces back and lock them and then deal with salvaging them later. So the idea here is I'm going to put a structure down here to lock Rex to. So I'm going to need some steel. So that's an example of not painting it all the way. And then it gives it different colors. You can get in here with the gun usually and yeah, paint that stuff, so that's pretty neat. Why am I locking these things down instead of just grinding them up and moving on from there? Because I like the idea of putting salvage on here, attaching it to this thing, and then doing the salvage as we go. That's why. It's because I just like that idea. With these locking pads on here, I can now go back to the asteroid and pull out some of the components that I would like to reattach to my base. And I can just lock them here until I'm ready to do anything with it. So I'm really kind of psyched about that. Awesome. Okay, let's go see if there are some more salvage over there. There should be some more bits floating around here. I saw them last time. Unless they despawned. It's always possible. Oh, there's one. Awesome. Oh, that's just a friggin' chunk of ice. Well, I definitely want that. Are there any thrusters on here at all? Is it just a big pile of steel? Might just be a big pile of steel. Well, okay. If that's the case, we gotta find other stuff. Just looks like a big pile of steel. Doesn't look like it has any guns on it or anything. Okay, well. I do not see any bits. So let's get a little closer, and then we'll see if we can cut part of this off and haul it back. So we're gonna go investigate, see if there's any weird little traps or anything. Is that? No, that's not a jump drive. What is that? Oh, it's just a giant ass thruster. Oh, okay. With no thruster components, so it's really useless. Wow, yeah, this is just something that's been totally stripped, basically. It's just steel. Well, okay, so not super helpful. But we're gonna get what we got. Can I haul this entire thing back as one chunk? Seems like maybe a little much for my little ship, but we can give it a try. Yeah, this is almost entirely just steel. Wow. Well, I don't know. Let's see. Can the scuttler haul this thing around? I seriously doubt it, but we're good to go. Oh boy. Oh boy. Some of that I'm just gonna scrap that section. Oh. The gyro starts the rotation. And the inertial dampeners are what stop it. That's pretty interesting. Okay, I guess I didn't really understand that before. Okay. Well, we're going to take this giant hunk of crap back. Wow. Okay, well, that was definitely a successful salvage. It is, yeah, okay. I still don't have what I need. I still need to find some thrusters. I need to get some hydrogen or whatever. Okay. I'm just gonna go and I need to get some medical components so I can put the survival kit on this thing. This Cutler has a survival kit on the back here that I would like to finish. So in order to do that, I gotta get some search contracts, which is kind of boring. I also might go and pull some components out of that pirate base, but I don't know. I gotta build a smaller little tug for that, so we'll see. So this is something that I really wanted to show you guys. I didn't understand how this worked before this playthrough, or maybe it's changed since past playthroughs, but this oxygen farm here, it was inside the voxel, and when I converted it to a ship, the voxel rejected it and kind of sent it off in this direction. I'm not used to it doing that. I'm used to the idea that maybe it's going to damage the thing that's stuck in the voxels when you convert it to a ship. This hole here with those chunks of voxels in the middle, that's where those two large cargo containers were. And when I converted those to a ship, they actually got damaged. But I think the damage occurred when they were being ejected from the voxels that were inside them. They were mashed against the other voxels, like on the sides of the hole and stuff. And I think that is what actually damaged them, because this oxygen farm here, it didn't get damaged by that process. So, anyways, I thought that was kind of cool to share that. Now we're going to take this oxygen farm back to the trading station and lock it onto one of those magnetic plates. So this is my build of the MiniPig from Wellington series. My objective here is to have an extremely small ship that I can have hooked up to the scuttler for refuel and repower, and that I can use to get into really small spaces to manipulate large grid blocks that I may be detaching, reattaching, that kind of stuff. I'm building it here and now because the goal at this point is to get some more of those pieces and parts out of that asteroid pirate base and bring them over here and attach them to my mobile base. I'm making this a hydrogen-powered ship because it doesn't have much range that's required out of it, and I think hydrogen is going to give me the most power, and it's going to take up the least amount of space. The goal here is for this ship to not be more than about 3 small grid blocks wide when it's done. So I've used the 2-block cockpit in the middle, and I'm just going to put maybe like some armor plating on the sides and try and contain everything else in this 2-block wide format. None of the colors that I'm using here for these blocks are going to be final colors. I'm going to come through with the paint gun when I'm done and change it all around. Okay, so you guys find me having spent a bunch of time biding my time waiting for medical components to show back up at the trading post, because I would like to finish this survival kit so that if I go to take on a mayday signal and I die, they come back right out. So let's just make sure I didn't do anything silly. Do I have medical components? No. Okay. Does the station have medical components yet? First I gotta check all my free stuff, because I get a lot of money this way. Not every time, but it's like if you wait a while, it almost seems like it builds up. Maybe that's not true, but after waiting a while, sometimes both of these beds have like 8,000 credits in them. So, you know, I mean, that's kind of worth it if you're doing the darn search contracts to get money, and instead all you have to do is peek in the bed every once in a while. It's also my primary means for getting magnesium, which I've made several assault cannon shells with, which have been very helpful in disabling enemy turrets. Because there were some turrets on that asteroid base. And I was doing a good job of just basically getting killed a lot, so I wanted to, I just wanted to shoot them off. So, let's see if there's any medical components for sale. Ah, there are, and I have enough money to buy 3. Awesome. Oh, we have motors, my other favorite. I always try and buy 10 motors because they have a lot of nickel in them. That's nice. Thank you for watching this episode of Far From Home. I hope that you enjoyed the content. If you did, please like and subscribe. And we will be back again soon with another episode. So, we'll see you then.